So for example, you're applying for passport, you're applying for your driver's license. I am what I would encourage persons to do is, depending on where you're living, if it is a case where it's very busy, location, you're living in the town or the city, I would encourage you to look for any area that is like, not so busy. So like one of those rural communities or towns or cities close by, and do the application through there. Hi, Shaniel. How are you doing? Good night. Welcome. How was your day? All right. I'm just checking in. I'm trying to see if I could start. Hi, Travel with Me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just Travel Plus. Hello to you too. Thank you so much. All right. Life with Chanel says, I'm okay. Nice seeing Blessing. It was good. Okay, okay. And you're in school right now, Chanel? How was class? Travel with Me says, what you doing these days? uh, while you're here, please go ahead and remember to double tap on the channel, all right, on your screen rather, to give the video a thumbs up, okay, and like. So Travel with Me saying, what you doing these days? These days are pretty much the same, seeing patients and all. Today, I didn't see any patients today. I went ahead and got some things done. Hi Jay, how are you doing? I got some things done today. Oh, I should probably tell you about seeing that I was at that office. Okay, nice Jay, nice, nice. Oh, remember guys, remember to give the video a thumbs up. So you have to double tap on the screen, all right? So I went in the other day and did a social security, application. So I can tell you about that for persons who are coming in. And, probably you did your application as a part of the process for your filing. And probably you're here and waiting on your paperwork. So usually when you get here in the state, after you've gotten your green card, once you land, a few days or a couple of weeks or so, you should be able to get your social security number and your card. If you haven't gotten it, then just go online and do an application, and just make sure you have like your birth certificate. What else? So birth certificate, and unexpired passport with your stamp of entry, and what else? Yeah, and then just make an appointment online at the Social Security office. And then once you do that, you should be able to go in and get your application sorted out. Hi, pretty Kaisha, yeah. How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, hi everyone. How are you guys doing? Can you identify yourselves? Only Dingers says hi. Hi, welcome. Melanie or Melton says hello. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you guys doing? Oh, thank you, Only Dingers. Really do appreciate that. Remember not only to sub, but go ahead and check out the videos, okay? Yeah, so I basically share just about every information regarding nursing, travel, and a little bit of lifestyle. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Melton. Melton says, identify. Melton says, I love your videos. Thank you so much, Melton. CH, hello. Dorothy Robinson. Thank you, Queen, for being so informative. No problem. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching the videos. It really means a lot. And I'm happy that, some persons are able to find, information that is beneficial. CH says, been loving your videos. Thank you so much, CH312. And then I have Melton says, okay, you're welcome. Oh, are you so natural on video? I'm not natural on video. You know, I'm getting used to social media, videoing and all. So yeah, but I'm not that 100%, you know, all that natural. Still have to kind of prips every now and again, you know, to kind of keep me on track with certain things. But, you know, after a while, my family here um, is very engaging. So yeah. Alisa Evans says hi. Melton says I'm 10. Okay, Melton. You're 10 years old? Alisa Evans says, how was your Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was pretty much okay, Alisa. We hang out with a few Jamaicans, and as usual, it's always, you know, fun when a few Jamaicans meet up together, especially when they have good vibes, yeah. And then the food was good, so, you know, we had Jamaican food. So that was really good. So we had jerk chicken, oxtail, and we had a little bit of a beef, some turkey, and rice and peas, and yeah, a bunch of food. Hello, Stacy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. And guys, please remember to go ahead and, you know, double tap on the screen to give the video a thumbs up as we're going. And what you eat for Thanksgiving? As I said, I had all of those things, you know, Jamaican food. So jerk chicken, you know, rice and peas. We didn't have any fish this time, and a lot of salads. And yeah, you can cook. Yes, I can cook. CH312. Yes, I can cook. Which woman nowadays can cook? Well, let me not say that, but yeah. Melton says I sub. Thank you so much, Melton. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, nowadays a lot of persons I think can cook. If you can't cook, then oh Lord, I'm so sorry for you as a woman and a man, you know. Alisa Evans says I'm almost to do my due date. Alisa Evans, I'm almost to do my due date. Usually when we're talking about due date, we're talking about pregnancy. Is that what you're talking about, Alisa? Melton says, I'm from Russia. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Really happy that you're able to. Okay, nice. Nice. Do you know what you're having, Alisa? I'm going to be a team girl. Yeah, because I'd love to have a girl. So I think twins. Oh, my word. That's so nice. Congratulations to you both for that. You know, 2 girls. Nice. Do you have any boys? Yeah, that's so nice. 2 girls, 2 weeks left. Okay, well, congratulations and, you know, safe delivery, you know, on this is your first pregnancy. Okay, nice. Well, good luck with, you know, with the growth and everything, because I know child rearing it's a handful. CH says, do you have any kids? Yes, I do have a son. He's 6 years old. Yeah, so I have only one. Do we have any nurses on here? Do we have anybody from Jamaica here as well? You can just identify yourself. And if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, you know, as a transitioning nurse or as a nurse practitioner, if you want to hear anything, feel free to go ahead and put that in the comment box below. Melton says, can you help me with English, with your English? Of course I can, Melton. Of course I can, but to what extent? How much do you need help with? Just let me know. Okay, CH says from Jamaica. Thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, I've been posting a few videos, you know, recently. And I do hope that you guys are enjoying. And I would love for you to go ahead and check out the podcast, you know, the videos I've uploaded so far. There is one who is, he majored in computer science and mathematics. And there is another one who, so he did mathematics and computer science, and then he was working, you know, in banking for a while, and then he transitioned over to being an ICU nurse. So you can listen to his story. And then I have another nurse from Jamaica who is also ICU trained from Jamaica. And she's now working in psych and also as a travel nurse for, I think she works with this school. So she travels on the bus with kids who need medications. Hers is a pretty decent job. So if you're a nurse and you're interested in that kind of work, you can look it up. It's totally different from school nursing, you know, and it sounds like it's almost like a one-on-one, one-to-one, you know, kind of nursing. So that's it. So you can check out their videos. I have a few more persons that I will be interviewing. So I want you guys to, you know, keep an eye out on that. Tom Hicks, hello, how are you doing, Tom? And so I want you guys to go ahead and check those out once I do so. And as I said, there are so many videos that I've uploaded as well regarding my background and just general information regarding, like, you know, my experience on the road traveling, you know, as a nurse practitioner. Some of the cases that I see, you know, I just talk about them as well. And Alyssa says, I'm a chiropractor. Okay, nice, Alyssa, nice. Okay. And then CH says, will you be doing any travel NP jobs in different states? No, I'm not going to be doing any travel NP jobs right now. Probably later on, depending on how things are going. But yeah, not for now. I think I'm doing enough traveling right now. So I'll just hold on to this one that I'm doing. Even though it's just house calls. But I get to go a lot of places. And, you know, the interaction is good. The experience is good. So what are your thoughts on remote NP? CH312 is asking. Being a remote NP sounds pretty decent. I don't know if I'll probably enjoy it because I'm usually an emergency room nurse, or I'm an emergency room nurse. So I usually like, you know, to be, you know, not necessarily running around, but, you know, always active. So having a remote job sounds fun in a sense, but boring at the same time. Yeah. So, yeah. And then Melton. Okay, well, be safe, Melton. Melton says, I'm in my dad's house in Russia. Just be safe. It's nice that you're able to, you know, get onto YouTube and be interacting with us here during, you know, this time. Really do appreciate you. And then Dingers, okay. Yes, so only Dingers wants me to give a shout out, okay. And I'll do that again, only Dingers. There's your shout out. All right, and remember to subscribe to my channel. All right, and watch the videos and comment and like and share, all of that. CH is asking, will you do or start your own business as an NP? Yes, I definitely would want to do that. There are so many things that, yes, I want to do. I would probably do something online that I have the flexibility to, you know, still travel, do my YouTube, and go ahead with, you know, seeing patients as well. So that's good. Life with Chanel. So I'm going to give a big shout out to Life with Chanel. Please check out her channel. All right, she's heading up to 1,000 subscribers. So please go over. She's a Jamaican YouTuber. And as I say, she is on the road to 1,000 subs. So go ahead and check out her channel. How many subs do you have to do a live? I think you can get up to 50. You can have up to 50 subs for you to actually start going live. So I think that was it. Yeah. Melton says, I'm leaving Russia tomorrow morning. Well, safe travel, Melton, on your trip. All right. Safe travel there. You're welcome, Chanel. Not a problem. Not a problem. So another thing seeing that I spoke about the Social Security, another thing that I wanted to talk with persons about is when you're here in the States, if you're a newcomer, you just moved here, and you know, if you're looking to apply for anything, so for example, you're applying for a passport, you're applying for your driver's license, what I would encourage persons to do is, depending on where you're living, if it is a case where it's very busy, location you're living in, the town or the city, I would encourage you to look for any area that is like, not so busy. So like one of those rural communities or towns or cities close by, and do the application through there, because they're a little bit slower in terms of there's not much persons in those areas, so your application will get done a little bit faster. So I would encourage you to just go ahead and do your application through one of those towns. So for example, even if the town is probably like say 30 minutes drive or 1 hour drive, just go ahead and do that. And that's inclusive for your passport, all right? Because that will help with getting your application done a little bit fast and get your paperwork and all. Only Dingers, have you set up for Christmas? Oh no, I don't really do Christmas like that, dear. Sorry. Well, now that I have a 6-year-old, I think probably, I'd have to probably start doing all of that because he keeps on singing about Christmas. So, but I don't do any setup for Christmas, unfortunately. Yeah. Have you started? Have you guys started setting up for Christmas trees and everything? I know I have a friend who probably, Christmas, she started Christmas for probably September. Yeah. Yeah, so Melton is asking, how old do you have to be to have a YouTube channel? I guess you can be at any age, as long as you have a parent. If you're a minor, if you have a parent who is controlling, your channel, then you should be able to get one. So yeah. Tony Voigt. Okay, welcome Tony. Thank you so much. And while you guys are here, please remember to go ahead and double tap on the screen. All right, welcome Tony to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, and if you're a nurse or, depending on what profession you're in, you can you can go ahead and text me on that number that I have if you have a story that you want to share, so we can actually arrange for that. And then another thing is I'll be having, persons calling in, especially nurses, just to share their day in the life of a nurse, or if you're an engineer and you have something, motivational, encouraging you want to share, you can also share with me as well as the family, that is. All right, so remember to do that. Another thing regarding the application for the Social Security, I didn't make mention, when you go there, if you don't have an appointment, you might not be, allowed to see anyone that day. So just be mindful that you have to make your appointment to get in. I think about 2 weeks ago, they said they made some changes, and that was one of them. And then, you can't really use a cell phone or anything in the office. CH312, how do you balance your YouTube and family? Oh my word. YouTube is like a full-time job, honestly. YouTube is a full-time job. And but I'm doing it part-time. But the amount of work you have to put in, it's so much. Let's just say it's a lot of work. So balancing YouTube, work, and family, it's tricky. Like when I have downtime, then I definitely go ahead and do a video or two. And other times, I just have to work and make sure that the family is well. So you just have to find that balance. For me, as I say, I'm on the road most of the time, so I definitely do my videos from there. And sometimes when I do get home, I might, sit down and do a video or two or some edits. And then, from there. But majority of the time, I don't think it doesn't really affect it that bad, because I still try to make sure, my son does his schoolwork and everything. And when it's time to wash, cook, clean, I still do that. And then when it's time to make my notes, I still go ahead and do that. So the balance is not that bad. But as I say, YouTube is a lot of work, and I never really expected this much in terms of, YouTube. So as I go along, I'm balancing a little bit better and learning as I go along. So yeah. All right. Do we have any nurses here? What area are you in, CH312? So even right now, as I speak, I was doing some, I only have like one note or one chart that I'm trying to finish up. So, but otherwise, you know, usually at this time I will be doing a lot of notes. But over the weekend, I was able to accomplish, you know, one goal, one major goal that is, and that was to try and complete most of my charts, if not all. So, yeah. So what area are you guys in? Will you be traveling for the Christmas season? No, I'm not traveling for the Christmas season. Already did my traveling for this year, so Christmas is on lockdown. I'm gonna be home for Christmas. All right. Hello, Zari World. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. All right. So one thing I want to talk about as well is, do you have anybody who experienced anything, you know, regarding their social life? Like, you know, it's difficult for you to go ahead and try and make friends. Do you find that a problem here in the US or wherever you're from? If you transition from one place to the other, is that a problem for you guys, or you guys are able to, you know, have a very active social life? You can leave it in the comment and tell me. Yeah, because that's one thing I realize, you know, that is a big thing here. You know, that is a big thing here. You know, persons not really having that much of a active or social life, that is. What are your hobbies? Window shopping. I like to play badminton. Yeah, I like to play badminton, and yeah, I like to hang out at the gym sometimes as well. Not as much as I used to at one point, but yeah, anything that is gonna keep me active. And I like to travel. Yeah. So right now, you know, with me being so busy, a lot of times I don't really even find time to do certain things. And CH12 says, you don't look athletic. Oh, no, not right. No, I used to be, you know, just have a lot of things going on. So, you know, even though I have a 6-year-old, we call it baby weight. You know, them thing there. That's what we tell Lipon Pitney. But anyways, yeah. I'm getting there. I will be there by next year, you know, when my schedule is a little bit free up and I have a little bit more flexibility. Melton says, I am in, what's that, Canada? No? Okay, Melton. So you were in Russia and now you're in Canada. Huh? All right. So CH12 says, very long baby wait, that is. Yes, it is. You know, sometimes things take a little time, but once you're persistent, eventually you'll see results. So even though that's probably 6 years old, eventually the results will come up. So, all right. What area are you in, CH12? All right, and I'm going to try to see if I can start doing my live on Wednesdays. Yeah, so I'm going to try to start doing my live on Wednesdays. I will put it up on the channel. And then from there, so more persons can be a part of the discussion here. And I'll definitely, as I say, definitely have persons calling in. I'm hoping to have persons calling in to share stories. All right, but I don't want it to be a case where persons are just calling with nothing to really offer regarding, you know, something to encourage or just telling us their day in the life. I want it to be something, you know, where I want it to be a case where we definitely have a story and we definitely have something to, you know, provide for the audience here. So, hi, Kay. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, Kay says, I find it hard to make new friends, friends even in my home country. Where are you from, Kay? Yeah, it's hard here. You might find that, you know, as I say in one of my video, you might have neighbors, you don't know who they are, or if you do know them, you know, the relationship is not like anything concrete, you know. And then sometimes you have a lot of persons who tend to be moving from one place to the other, so you're not able to have any real relationship with those persons because of, you know, the constant moving. Oh, you're from Germany, Kay. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Because of the constant, you know, moving from one place to the other. And then when you go to work, you know, that's another struggle because, you know, it's just work. You just go there and before you know it, you know, the 12 hours or 8 hours finish. You might hang out every now and again with a few persons and that's it. But I think it's more of, if you don't have friends like, you know, from high school or college days, if you're an adult, it's going to be very difficult for you to have friends or make friends now. So yeah. Melton says, I love the US anthem. Okay, nice, nice. I love my Jamaican anthem too. All right. So let me try to do this. All right. So yeah. So that's one of the biggest thing for me. And especially if you're moving from one country to the other, you know, where everything else is totally different, you know, the culture, everything, then that can be another problem. So, but it's very difficult to have a social life here in the US. There's just so many things that are, you know, contributing to persons not having social life. And then with the, you know, the constant, you know, hello, Miracle Thrash. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. And then the other thing is, you know, with the social media, you have persons not really going out nowadays and interacting with anybody. It's more of just, you know, sitting across virtually and doing, you know, the little communication. So, and then you find out that some places, they don't even have community centers anymore for persons to meet up and greet. So that's another thing with, you know, persons not having a social life here in America. So thank you so much, Miracle. Really do appreciate, and I will check out your channel as well. Thanks for the sub. Kay says, do you live in a city in the US? I've heard the most crowded places tend to be the most lonely. So yes, I live in a city, but it's not that, you know, like, it's very quiet here. It's quiet. The city, like, there's a busy city close by, and that's probably like, say, 20 minutes drive or 30 minutes. But I have a lot of nightlife around this area. So, so it's not that bad. But when I just moved here, I moved to the state of Maine, you know, and Maine is up north and it is cold, and yeah, it's not the best place when you're transitioning in terms of to have a social life or anything, you know, and especially if you don't have families with you, then that also can contribute to, you know, the loneliness and the, you know, your problems with your social life. But where I'm at, yes, you have persons around, and you see your neighbors, you talk to them every now and again, and that's it. But for majority of the time, everybody is just inside their house, you know. They go to work, and then when they get off, they just drive in, and that's it. And the cycle just continue. Sleep, work, and repeat. So there's nothing different, you know. Melton says, I'm in band. Okay. Marvin Lee, good night, nurse. What are you cooking for dinner? I'm hungry. So what are you talking about? Welcome, Marvin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't cooked anything today. So I had rice and peas and chicken from yesterday with vegetable and pasta. So you know this thing we call Sunday Monday? I don't know if you know about Sunday Monday from Jamaica. Just like Thanksgiving Day when persons have, you know, Thanksgiving meal left over. It's the same thing. So that's what I had today. And they always say the best food or the tastiest of the food is the food that you have the next day. You know, I guess because the seasoning all set in and everything. So you know. Um, so, oh, we're just literally just sitting down and just chit-chatting. I was talking about, uh, I went into like the social security office to do an application. So I spoke about that, the process. If you're here and you're waiting on your paperwork to get that done, or you're waiting for the paperwork or the card itself, you can just go online and do the application once you have the necessary paperwork, and then you should be able to make an appointment and get that done. And then I was talking about if you're applying for passport and your driver's license, if your place, wherever you live, if it is a busy place, just go ahead and apply for the application in one of those rural areas that is not so busy, not populated, that populated rather. And then from there, you should be able to get it a little bit faster. CH12 says, what are your ultimate goals with my YouTube channel? So my ultimate goal for my YouTube channel is, as I say, it's more for content, content sharing. I do want to help a lot of persons. So through this medium, I'll be able to launch my, my foundation where I can help more persons in Jamaica. As I say, it's more for content sharing, because when I was moving to the States here as a nurse, I never really had that much persons to talk to regarding certain things. So as I go along, and whatever I experience, I definitely want to just share it on the platform here for persons who are transitioning. And it doesn't necessarily have to be persons from, Jamaica. It can be persons from other places in the world, that will probably meet up on one of the videos or so and be able to get some insight. So basically that's the ultimate goal for my channel. And the other thing is, it's more of a motivational and encouragement, channel. So I want to be a case where if I share my story and other persons come and share their story, like their background, then we should be able to learn something from that, or it should help to encourage us in whatever area. If you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, whatever area you're in, you should be able to find some means of of encouragement or motivation from whatever is being shared. Yeah, so that's it. But thank you so much for those questions. CH12, do appreciate that. Yeah, so I want to create I want to have a family here, where once I am, especially with I also have a GoFundMe page. I have a GoFundMe page where it's more for, we had Hurricane Beryl that affected Jamaica. Yes, so I did create a GoFundMe page because there are some persons in communities, like back in my community and other communities on a coastal area that were affected. So I have this channel, and I just thought that, it would be a good way to start my foundation, start some form of community service with doing that. So you can go ahead and check out that video that I posted, and the link is in my bio, where you can go ahead and donate. I think I've gotten like $300 or so. The goal is for $10,000. I thought it would have been a little bit, better right now, but I guess I'm not really promoting it that much, but that's the goal, the ultimate goal with that. And once I do reach my goal of $10,000, or even if I reach 5,000, then I'm gonna just go ahead and purchase some items for some persons down in one of those communities, and try to just go ahead and put it on the channel so persons can know exactly what's happening with their money, their donation. And from there, I just want to continue, just helping persons. Yeah. But I have a lot of plans for my my YouTube channel here, but I'm not going to tell all of it. And as I say, I started a podcast as well. So that is another big thing, because that's the area that I want persons to come in and share their stories. One person to share their stories on my podcast. So that's it. And as I say, the podcast is not necessarily only for nurses. I would love to have a lot of nurses. My channel is focused on nurses. But at the same time, I know I have other persons in the audience who probably would be interested in knowing what it is like being like an accountant, what it is like being a teacher in Jamaica, or a doctor in Jamaica. So whatever area they're in, I know other persons are here. They're not only nurses on the platform. So I just want to kind of make it a little bit more, inclusive for everybody.